Welcome to What's Going On here. It's Sunday night again, and we're having a real local show today. We're right here in Champlain, New York. We're going to talk about this busy corner at 87 and Route 11, and who knows it better than this man right here. And the name?
Ubalds Garso.
Ubalds Garso, and we're at Ubalds Sunoco, right on the corner, Route 11, and we can look out here and we can see, probably, not counting your cars, but we can see 30 cars moving here most of the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ubal, how long have you been here on this corner?
For 17 years.
17. That was back about 1974, 75?
Yeah, 75.
Okay. Now, were you the original person that built this station here?
No, it was four more before me.
4 different people?
Yeah, for 4 years.
There were 4 different owners in 4 years?
Yeah.
They didn't look like they did quite as well as you did.
No.
All right.
No.
You remember who they are?
Yeah, the first one I guess was Manette, then Dave Rock, and after that it was Steve Marty. Then Dave Rock came back. Then was Gary Malaber and John Enneman.
John Enneman, his father-in-law, yes,
His
they were here.
yeah.
When they were here, they had the station, and they had a little bit of repair work,
Yeah.
correct? But they didn't have quite the activity that you've had here. Now, you bought it in 74, 75?
No, I was rented from the Sunoco.
All right. So they
75.
didn't own the property. They just operated it.
Yeah.
All right. And now you own the property?
Yeah.
You bought the... You remember when that was you owned?
That was about 9 years ago. I think it was in 1983, I guess. I believe 82, 83.
You know, you've heard on TV there's good news and there's bad news.
Yeah.
It was good news for you and bad news for Sunoco. This property has gone up about 10 times in value from the time you bought it until today with this. Well, the main Route 11 has gone crazy, really, for traffic. And 87, as he looks out, to look at the traffic going up and down. We're still just starting the big weekend for the Canadians and the Americans. And now, do you get a lot of truck sales here? Do you sell a lot of diesel?
Oh yeah.
You do get a lot of trucks coming. Now look at it. There's 3 big trucks coming off the ramps right now, and they can go either way. There's one going each way, and the one up behind him can, for all we know, can go straight across. Ubal, before you came here in 75, what were you doing then? Have you always been in the gas station business?
No, I was driving truck for Incommercial Freight.
How long were you there?
For 6 years.
Travel all around the east?
Yeah. South,
The south of here,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And before that?
Before I drive for Mutri, then I was driving truck for Red Diesel on the north. All over, ready mix and dump truck.
Uh-huh. So you drew some of the cement for that
I drew all the cement in here, in this place.
You did
here.
in here, way back then? Little did you know. I hope you did a good job, and it was good cement.
It was good cement, never cracked.
All right. Well, that's red diesel cement, right?
Yeah, red diesel cement. You got good cement.
Okay. Now, presently, some of your family here working with you, correct?
Yeah. I got 2 sons.
Ricky
and Stefan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, my understanding, and you can correct me here now, but my understanding that you are operating part of this corner, and Ricky operates the other part, and Stefan works for you or for him or both?
Works for me, yeah.
Works for you. Now, the gas is yours?
Yeah, and the garage.
And the garage part. Now, you've added garage on the other side, correct? You've added
we
another
added
bay?
another bay on the other side.
All right, and so that's your part of it. Is there anything else up here on the corner that you own? The diesel and the gas, the oil, and everything inside of
and
this
the tire,
building?
everything, yeah.
Okay. There came a time back after 75, you started to sell a few groceries and a few things inside?
Yeah.
And it worked out pretty well because it looks like you expanded it back
then
there.
we built on the other end for the grocery.
Okay. Now, that mini mart, you call it, or whatever you call it, that section, is that Ricky's operating that?
That's Ricky's operating that,
All right. And Ricky sells the used cars.
The used car.
And does he operate that body repair back there?
No, that right there, I rent that to my nephew, Donald Supina.
You own the buildings,
I
and
own
you
the
rent
building.
that to Soupy.
To Soupy, yeah.
He's your nephew?
Yeah.
How's he your
right.
nephew?
My sister's son.
Oh, God, this is a family corner right here.
And I'm his godchild, too.
You're the godfather?
Godfather, I'm sorry.
Now listen, I'm not making you nervous.
No.
All right. Now, you told me coming out here, you watched this show on Sunday night?
Yes,
and
I
you
watch
enjoy
it.
it.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I like that.
Well, he even told me that before we decided to come up and see Ubald, because we think that this is a great corner, and everybody around this area knows Ubald. Who runs the truck that goes out and brings people in? Is that yours? I mean, the tow truck.
The tow truck. Well, I got 3-4.
Is that yours, or
yeah,
is that
that's mine?
That's yours
mine.
operation also.
Yeah.
Okay, now I see you at the government auctions once in a while, and you're buying cars and
yeah,
things. Now, are those for you or for Ricky?
For Ricky.
Okay.
It's a good deal. I don't know.
You know a good deal when you see it?
Well, sometimes I think it's a good deal, but it's not.
I bought a good deal up there, I thought, one time, and I couldn't keep it here.
Yeah.
I had to get it back into Canada.
I was there that day.
Yes, you were there.
I bought one, too.
I was wondering why you didn't buy it. Now I know, I guess. You do bring them up into Canada once in a while, right?
Yeah, you got to bring,
So you were born here in this area?
No, in Local.
Oh, you were from Canada?
Yeah.
Okay, now did your mom and dad move down here? Did you move?
I'm the only one move over here.
And then your sister,
my sister,
Soupy,
Soupy's mother.
She came back over. She's over here. All right. And what's the biggest change you've noticed over these last 16 to 17 years?
What is first is a lot more traffic on 11.
On 11.
You must have noticed that too, eh?
Yes, I sure have. I sure have. And you haven't got to go very far for these wrecks. There's a lot of little fender benders right here. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes,
that's a bad corner right here.
Real bad corner is right. Now, my question, I'll ask you a question. As I look behind here, I'm wondering why you don't go out another couple hundred feet. You got all kind of property back there.
Yeah, because I'm surrounded with McDonald's there.
You don't own that land right behind you?
No, I'm right to the limit there at the bank there.
And McDonald's owns how far back?
I believe McDonald bought 4 acres, I guess. Around me. Right around me.
They corralled you right in here, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got enough anyway.
I would say they're doing very well. Have you noticed a big increase in the gas business after McDonald?
Yeah, I believe probably 10% more than,
All right. Have you noticed anybody that's been to the restaurant and then comes over to your little market here to buy?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Anybody walk over? Do you ever notice them walking over?
A lot of people, the truck driver, they stop and fuel up. They walk over to McDonald's, go get something to eat. They come back and they eat in their truck.
Okay, yeah. All right. We'll take a short break here, and we will get right back to you. We're going to change positions. We're talking with Ubald Garso. That's Garso's Sunoco. Well-known corner here at 87 and 11 in just outside of the village of Champlain, New York. And this smiling gentleman, do that smile for me. Yeah. This smiling gentleman right here, very good to us. And you saw his picture on TV a couple weeks ago when I think I gave you credit for that limousine.
Yeah, that limousine.
Is that your limousine?
That's
Ricky.
Your.
Oh,
that's
good.
Ricky.
You didn't tell me that then.
Yeah,
you just
Ricky.
took it. But you saw
Ricky.
You saw that it was done, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was great. And people have made some nice comments about seeing, our man again. Yes,
right?
It was very good. Yes. Okay, we'll be right back. If you're watching this scene here, you better look at it real quick, because I'm not going to be standing here very long. I'm not a sun person, but this is a sun person right here. This is Ubald's son, Ricky. Ricky, good to see you, and thank you for coming over here and talk to Ubalds Sunoco. See that right there? That's our focus today, and of course, in addition to that, we're talking about, what do you call your market? Rick's?
Garso's Mini Mart.
Garso's Mini Mart, and this is called?
Garso's Limousine Service.
Okay, and this is yours, we understand, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, tell us about this. How long have you had it, and where did you get the idea, and so forth?
Well, I do a lot of business up in Albany, and that was a good thing up in Albany. So I said I'll try here. So I tried it a couple years ago, and it's been going really well.
Been going. You got how many drivers?
3 drivers.
Okay, we know
Eddie Favreau.
Eddie Favreau and his son.
His son, and I got Emerson Grimshaw.
Okay, what's the son's name that drives?
Dickie Favreau.
And the third one?
Emerson Grimshaw.
Emerson Grimshaw is the third one. What year is your limo?
87 Caddy.
Is that a nice looking car? And how many does it seat?
6 in the back and 3 in the front.
Now, when you say it's doing pretty well, are we talking 2 or 3, 4 times a week?
Well, mainly all the weekends. Mainly all the weekends are booked up.
Weddings and things, right?
Special occasions.
Okay.
The weekends mainly.
Well, we're not here to advertise, although this is a real good advertiser on Hometown Cable. They've been advertisers for a long, long time, and one of Calvin's best advertisers. But are you interested in telling us a rate at all, or would you rather not on TV?
Yeah.
All right, give us an idea, a range, or whatever.
I charge $50 an hour driving time.
And that includes the driver?
That includes the driver, champagne I put inside the limo, and $25 an hour sitting time. So if it's in a wedding or something, I only charge $25 an hour.
Okay, if I were to take it, I know that they used it one time to go and get Mrs. Eddie Favreau at the hospital over in Burlington. Now, the driving time would count the drive over and the drive back normally?
Yeah. Let's say if it took an hour to go to Burlington, you're talking 1 hour there, an hour back, and sitting at the hospital. If there's any sitting, it'd be only $25 an hour.
Okay,
As
so
the limo was still, it'd be just $25 an hour.
Okay.
And we're the cheapest rates around.
Okay. And now, if someone wants to use it to go to a prom or went to a prom, what happens there? You have to bring. You don't wait for them. You obviously go get them later.
A lot of people make us wait.
Wait right there.
Yeah, you know, for pictures and. You know, they like to take a lot of pictures, even at church. You know, we're waiting at church. A lot of people make us wait. They like to make you wait.
I'd like to thank you. I've already thanked your father, obviously, and I thanked the wrong one for that donation for Alex Shoyo. That was a great thing, Rick. If you knew how happy he was about that coming up here.
He was real happy.
Real happy. And the people in the community, he worked here for 51 years at Sheridan, and it was one way of getting him up here, and obviously it's good on your part to have done that, and as a KFC, I appreciate it. And I ran over with my camera. It was an excellent thought. And I thanked your father. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to thank you instead. Okay? He just sat there and took that, all right?
Yeah.
All right. This is one of the things you have. And then you're into used cars, too, correct?
Car business, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Ricky, first of all. Ricky, you've been here how long at this spot with your dad?
Been here around 7 years. Before that, I had the body shop on Route 9.
All right. Now, were you doing body work yourself also?
Yep.
You're also doing body work, huh?
Well, I don't do it no more.
No, but you work.
I work.
And then Soupy worked with you there, and now he got the body shop in back.
In the back, yep.
I got to ask you, of course, everyone else is going to wonder why I didn't ask you. Do you give your body work to Soupy back there?
All of it.
All
best man around.
That's a good ad for Soupy, okay. Yeah. And now, you have about how many used cars on hand?
Around 35 to 40 with both blocks.
Is that an average?
Yeah, it's an average. Yeah, 35, 40. You know,
so if somebody's here and wants to just sell their car, do you buy a car right off the road when somebody wants to stop?
Yeah, I buy from individuals.
All right. And it's been good for you? The car business has been good for you?
That's my main business.
Have you noticed? It's your main business. Have you noticed any big decline here in this so-called recession?
This year it's been slow. Usually last year we sold 200 cars, 250 cars.
You sell that many cars, huh?
This year we're down, maybe we're down a third anyways, but the war.
All right, let me ask, they always say, would you buy a used car from that man? They just said that about Nixon. Well, let's say now, when they buy a used car here, they're not only buying a used car, they're buying Rick Garso too. Right? You stand behind these in the service, right?
100%.
Okay. What kind of a guarantee do you give on a person that they're going to come in here and get a car from you?
60, 90 days, 100%. I sell a lot of one-owner cars where I get a lot of factory warranties, which is, a lot better.
When a guy says to me, I'd like to borrow $5 or $10, I said, you can't. There's no such thing. How can you have a 60 or 90, either one or the other, or do you have different?
Well, it depends on the mileage of the vehicle.
All right.
It depends on the mileage.
Okay, the lower the mileage, you get 90 days, and the others you get at least 60?
And the higher the mileage, you get 60.
We're not going to go through all your guarantees, but you make it quite clear to them what's guaranteed and what's not when they get it.
Every customer I tell them the whole car is guaranteed 100%.
Okay.
Complete. No matter what goes wrong with it, I just soon make them a happy customer.
Okay. I told my son years ago when he fixed bicycles, Rick, I said, if there's ever a question whether the guarantee is still in effect or not, fix it. Don't let someone buy you for $5 or $10. You can't buy Tom Van for $5 or $10, and the same with yourself.
That's how you lose business.
And not only that's the way you build business, right?
Yep.
Because that's your best advertising you can have.
Yep.
All right, let's move over to another position here. We'll try to get a little bit of shade and maybe look at a couple of these cars over here and find out his oldest and his youngest car. Do you like cars, by the way?
That's my thing.
That's your thing, huh? Well, there's somebody waving to Ricky or to us. I'm not sure which, but we'll take a sharp break. And thanks very much for tuning in to Hometown Cable every night, of course, and what's going on here on Sunday nights with Bob Venn, your host. And today we're visiting at the Ubalds Sunoco, and the last name is not Ubal, it's Garso, and this is one of the little Ubal. This is Rick, and he's got a brother here called Stefan, and we're going to try to meet him before we're finished, too. And don't forget, when you stop by, you're looking for a good used car, at least come up and give him a chance. I don't say you have to buy it here, but give him a chance. That's all you want,
give
right?
Give him a chance.
Give him a chance. And if something goes wrong with it, don't come see me, come and see him.
You'll be happy.
Okay, this is one of the used cars for sale here, and this is more than a used car. It's what we call a...
Model A, 1929.
1929, excellent shape. Now, you know, these questions that I ask here are not always mine. As we walked up to here, and Calvin's question, of course, he's always ready to dig somebody. He says, how come you got that and Dr. Southwick didn't get it? So I'm going to ask that question. How come Dr. Southwick doesn't have this car instead of you?
Well, it used to be his.
You bought it from him?
No, I had a 1927 Cadillac, and I took this Model A and another Model A on trade. Other than that, you wouldn't see it here.
All right. We got to tell you that we knew about that. We didn't know who he got it from, all right? We didn't know who he got it, who he was, where he got the Cadillac. But well, we got a customer over here ready to buy this 1929. No, you just want to look at it? All right. You got one. Okay, there's two people that look at this, three kind of people. Those that remember them,
yep.
Those that like to have one, and those that have one. Yep. And there aren't too many that have it. You know, when we talked to Dr. John up there about his cars, he showed us the 27 Cadillac, which he's very proud of, and he said that, I guess Joanne figures he's got nearly enough into his cars, so he said the only way he could get that Cadillac was to trade two of his Model A's, and he said he wasn't too happy about that.
That was a hard decision.
Yes, it was, but if you'll look inside of here, we'll give you just a little look. Did he refinish this? Do you know, Rick?
No, I finished it when I was in the body business. I did the work for him.
Okay.
That's why I was interested in it. I restored the car around 10 years ago.
Uh-huh. And you traded with him, what, 2-3 years ago?
A couple years ago.
Yes,
2 years ago, yeah.
We were in there looking at it.
A couple years ago.
That's one of the Model A's, and now you had done the paint for him before. Well, here's a case where you're getting back what you did, and you're glad that you did a good job.
Yep.
We were just talking with your dad, and he said that he put this cement, he drew this cement up here.
Yep.
You know, he didn't do the cement work, but he brought the cement when he was working at DSO's.
Does it come with a hat? Yeah, that's my driver's hat.
That's your driver's hat. Here. There, let's see how that looks, Rick. Let's see how that looks on a driver. There,
my hat,
that goes there. See, you get the parades with this too.
Oh yeah. We were in the 4th of July parade.
You want to advertise it for sale right now? Want to give us an idea or not? What you're asking for this?
I'm asking around $9,000.
$9,000.
They're hard to find.
And that's about half what a new one would cost today, right? You can't get a new car for less than 15, 16, right?
For sure.
A new of any kind, and you've got something here that has already depreciated all it's ever going to. From now on, it goes up.
Yeah.
And
brand new was only like $500.
This is one way to get a car like this. The other way is to get one and then take it all apart and restore the whole thing, which is a tough way to go about it.
That's what we did with this car. It was taken apart. Doc helped me take it all apart, which he's excellent on this stuff, and we restored it all, and now I got it.
Okay, well, what do we got behind here? What's this one?
Oh, that's one of my first old cars, the 1939 Chevy.
Okay. 2-door. It doesn't look like a 2-door being so long, but it is a 2-door. And this is one of your first old ones that you had?
Yeah, first one I ever had. It's not original. It's got a V8 in it, and it's made for modern times now.
If anybody out there, these younger people, think that they made the floor too wide and wondering what this is right here, that's called a running board. And that was a great thing. You could pick up somebody if they're going a short ways, and they'd hang on to the windowsill, and you'd give them a ride here. And then, of course, there's the Chevrolet symbol.
I restored all the inside.
You did restore the inside on this? Can we look inside of here?
No problem.
Look at this nice interior. Now, those seats are not original.
No.
You put bucket seats in there. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, this one ain't original.
You find many people are interested in buying these? I mean, have you had any serious?
Around this area, it's hard to find anybody, but Canadians. I sell a lot of stuff to Canadians.
You do?
Our market here is 75% Canadians, and they love this stuff. It's really out here for advertising. It's
sure.
For sale, but it's
get people to
out
stop,
here
right?
To get in.
Okay, what about these three over here? We're talking. What year are we talking here? Like this Malibu?
64.
That's a what?
64 Chevelle.
64 Chevelle, and this?
74 Caprice Classic convertible. 69 Chevelle.
Does your dad tell you what these models are and he helps you learn which is which?
No, he's not really into the cars.
Not
he's into
cars.
the gas business.
You're into the cars.
Yeah,
huh?
I'm into the cars.
We see in your office, we'll see them later, all these pictures of the Chevettes. Have you ever
Corvettes.
owned a Corvette? Have you owned a Corvette?
I got 2 of them right now.
You got 2 now?
Yep.
All right. As we look up, what's your newest car on the lot?
We have 90s. We even have 91s.
Okay. All right. Well, let me ask you then the logical question. The average person not going to come in and trade a 90 to get something newer from you. Where do you pick up these cars? Any particular place you'd like to tell us? Or?
I buy them. A lot of stuff I buy locally. I private sale, and I buy a lot of stuff down in Albany at the sale. That's about...
Even though you buy at a sale, your selling point on these is that Garsos are standing behind them.
Behind them, they're 100%.
Okay.
I wouldn't be buying them if I was in a body business. I know if they've been wrecked. I know and I'm in the garage business. I know how the motors are. So I buy all the good ones.
Okay. And when are you open to sell cars? Well, anytime.
Anytime.
Right.
But I'm here usually till 7 in the morning till 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. Ross's Point, we have a lot in Ross's Point too, and that's open till 9 at night.
Okay, let's get up under here underneath this shade here. I like the shade. I want to get your hat here if you can get it if you want. We'll be right back. We're going up where there's a little bit more shade, and the cars aren't quite so noisy. Oh, we've got Rick with his hat back on here. Now we're in the shade. We've got his hat back on. Rick, you recently here had an important event in your family. Someone in your family just graduated.
Yeah, my daughter.
From what grade?
6th grade. She went to St. Mary's. Now she went to the high school.
Going to the high school. And as a matter of fact, I had the pleasure of talking with her along with the other 18 graduates. And I think some of those children were not too happy we were there because all their friends were convincing them and so forth. But at the time, I never thought to ask her because I get in trouble sometimes asking if there's certain so-and-so is their father. But I did not know. But I think later I asked Calvin, and he said, yeah, that was your daughter. And you live just across from my son over here, and you built a new house. And someone said you do not get cable where you are.
No.
You got a dish,
I got a dish, and I can't get this channel.
You can't get this channel. Well, listen now. And listen, you can get your dad to record it or something for you, right?
Well, I have a camp down Point of Fair, and I got cable down there, and when I'm down there, that's the channel it's on.
Well, I sure hope you get there on Sunday night so you can see us on TV.
For sure, we'll be watching.
All right. And listen, as we mentioned before, it's people like your dad and yourself who advertise here on Hometown Cable and all the other people that make this kind of a program possible in these ball games, in the graduation, in church, talking to your daughter in school, the board meetings, the school board meetings, the village board meetings. And Calvin's asking, look, everybody can't advertise like this. They don't have a business. But if they would send in $12 or more, and
it's the best advertising you can get.
Listen, you get good response out of yours?
A lot of response out of it.
That's great.
A lot of response. I'm very, very happy.
That's always nice. I'm sure Calvin loves to hear that, and so do you, because after all, you're paying money, and there's no question it's an inexpensive way, and you're getting the local people that you want.
Yep.
You're not going to get the car coming down. You're going to get him some other way.
Yep.
You can't reach him any other way around here. Okay, so now, when did you start in the car business here? When you moved here, you'd say about 7 years ago? Or did you have used cars?
No, I had used cars for 2 years on Route 9. Then on Route 9, I wouldn't get the traffic like down here, so I decided to sell my business down there. I sold to Canadian, and I came down here, and ever since then, it's been the hot spot.
Is a Canadian operating out there?
Yep.
What does he do?
A warehouse.
Oh, okay, because I never see anybody there.
Yeah, they're just using it for a warehouse. I think there's one worker in the place.
All right. Okay, we got Brinks here. As you right there, we got someone take a picture of the Brinks truck. They're going to be they'll think it's a problem here. That's full of money. There's more money there than there is in Ubalds safe. Yeah. In the family, there they are. The cars wants to come up and get what? I guess he's going to get.
Diesel.
He's getting diesel. Got to.
Send 2 trucks to pick up the money.
Oh yeah. And while they're here, they fill up with gas too.
It looks like they're brand new. They must be going to the city.
Okay, that's brand new ones.
Yeah, they're brand new.
Oh, they're brand new. They make them in Canada, you think?
Yeah, they're made in Canada, and they're
made in Canada.
They must get sold in New York City.
Yeah. And they're used to transport the money from bank to bank and to pick up the money at banks to bring to the clearing houses and so forth, correct?
Yep. Yep.
And I guess also to bring money to the various businesses or pick them up from businesses to for payrolls and so forth. Some people pay in cash.
Yep.
And all right, beautiful corner right here. You ever dream of cars at night, Rick? Huh?
All the time.
All the time. You said you like cars. You certainly get your share right here.
Oh yeah, I see them. I see every car.
Rick, you grew up in Champlain, correct?
Yep.
And not too. Where were you living then? Where did you live?
Moore Street. Right,
okay, so
right by.
You didn't see this corner like I did. I've lived just around the corner from here for 35 years. And I can remember going to Moore's and maybe meeting two cars all the way to Moore's.
Oh, it's changed over the last 10 years.
I can't even get out of my driveway until I wait for two cars today. You know, it's just all kinds of business. And did you ever think that you'd like to own that corner across rather than the state with their sand?
Well, it'd be better if it was something else than that.
Would.
But
it sure would.
A lot of taxpayers' money, really.
Yeah. Have you ever heard at all where they might change the entrances or the exits to 87 from 11?
No, I never.
Never heard? You know, we've talked about that. My wife has talked about it and so forth. And the exit really, instead of going up here, should be further on, and then you'd turn up and come up to 11 and then turn off.
Yeah,
you know,
that would be a lot better.
And then you wouldn't have this bottleneck right here in this dangerous situation.
A lot of accidents happen.
You just can't see when you come off.
No,
the
especially
bridge,
when it's raining.
Absolutely bad.
Yep.
But look at this traffic out there, folks. I comment about this so much, and all that Rick has to get is 1 out of 100 to come in and buy a car or pick up something in his store, and all Ubalds need is 1 out of 50 to stop and buy gas.
Buy gas, yeah.
And we want to show you something very, very unusual. It don't happen very often. There's nobody at any of the pumps. I hope we're not the ones scaring them off.
No, just they're getting a break.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to try to go over and look a little bit inside the garage, and we'll be back with Rick a little bit later. Thanks very much for watching Hometown Cable.
Thank you.
Mic holder. Okay, we come in and sit down, and we've got 3 people here. We'd like to find out who we have here. We'll ask this lady her name.
Carol Garza.
Yeah, I said Carol before. It's a Carol holder. It's a mic holder right here.
Yeah.
Carol Garza, you are Mrs. Rick.
Yep.
All right, and these are your boys here that we have.
Yes,
all right, and your name?
Joshua.
Joshua. Didn't I see you in? You go to St. Mary's? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What grade are you in?
Kindergarten.
Yeah. Did you just graduate?
I mean, first grade.
Oh, but you were kindergarten last year or first grade? Which were you?
Kindergarten.
You were kindergarten, and you graduated. And now you're in first grade for next year?
Yep.
Okay. And your name?
Garza.
First name?
Brandon.
Brandon. You go to St. Mary's too?
Yes.
What grade, Brandon?
5th.
5th grade. You got 1 more year to go, or you just went into 5th?
Just went into 5th.
Oh, you got 2 more years at St. Mary's, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you help over here at the store at all?
Yes.
You get your broom outside and help pick up the butts and all those things?
No.
You don't do that? What do you do at the store? What can you do? Put stuff on the shelves?
No.
No? Do you drink a lot of soft drinks? I like that.
Enough.
He samples the well. Someone has to make sure that it's good, right? So, Carol, do you work in here much?
Oh, about 8-9 hours a day.
You every day?
Every day.
Will you be doing that in the summer too?
Yeah.
You have a babysitter, or the kids come over?
Well,
with
they
you,
come
children?
over with me most of the time.
Got your hands full too, eh? And
Very full.
the big house, and then here too.
Yeah, and I take care of the Sunoco books and the auto sales books. So.
You
Yeah,
do
I'm
that too.
busy.
You do that here when you're home.
Right here.
Do that.
Sometimes at home too.
Do you have other employees in the?
Yes, I do. I have 3 other employees.
3
right
other.
now.
All right, and you're open at 24 hours.
No, in the summer we're going to be open from 7 to 2 a.m.
That's a good long day. I guess you can get what you want then. And what kind of you have? What do you have that you could sell in the mini mart? You have the things that people on the road want to buy. Obviously, you got some hats. You got some clothing, beer, soft drinks, candy. You have sandwiches.
Well, Tony's sandwiches.
Okay.
The microwavable sandwiches.
And coffee. You can get coffee here also. Okay, candy and. Busy are you two, generally? There's not many people in here right now. That's because I think we're scaring them off.
We're scaring them off.
All
Yeah.
right. We hope we're not scaring them off anyway. Were you from Champlain before?
Yeah.
Maiden name?
Richard.
Which Richard?
Norman and Rita Richard?
Is Norman your dad?
Yes, he is.
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess maybe I heard it along the way.
Yeah.
Yes. been to a couple of the garage sales out there at your mom's house. They like those nice big garages to have a garage sale in.
Yeah. Well, she'll be having another one this summer.
Okay, we met your daughter. Or she's around here somewhere. We met her a week ago when we were over at St. Mary's, and she just graduated from the 6th grade, right?
Yes, she did.
She'll be going up to the high school now, and you have 3 children.
3 children, yep.
Well, you need one more. You need one more to get even.
We have a cat.
All right. This is Jennifer right here, just going by. She's very busily working behind the counter. Hiding behind the counter. She's had her share on TV. Okay, and she has a friend here with her. Have you seen Jessica on the camera? Jessica Babby. We talked to her also. Both graduates of St. Mary's. And there's Jennifer. You want to talk to me today, Jennifer? No, nothing else? No? But you're glad to have talked the other day. All right, we're at the Garceau's Mini Mart on the corner of Route 11 and the big highway, the Super 87, called the Northway. And we're in here just to meet the rest of Ricky's family. So we have the 3rd generation right here, and these 2 boys, Garceau's. They'll always be Garceau's. We've talked to Ubald, Ricky, Brandon, and
Joshua.
Joshua. Hey, there's a lot of those around this year. That's a popular name. Huh?
Yep.
Do you work at home when you're at home? You empty the trash? You cut the grass? No.
I help clean inside.
You do? Well, that's great. Yeah.
And I clean the garage and I pick stuff up on the lawn.
Uh-huh. You ever go over to visit my grandson Robbie at all? He's never there, probably. Does Robbie then never talk with you anymore? You were at a birthday party once at his house. I met you.
Yeah.
And your mom came to get you that day, and I didn't know who you were that time. There was a whole bunch of kids there, huh?
But every time I ask to go over, he's probably not there.
He's not there much, right?
And his friend's probably there and stuff.
He slept at my house last night, and he was out there bothering me today. No, nicely bothering. He was playing with a game I had. We were talking baseball and all that thing. Okay, Carol, anything else that you want to tell me about your corner here?
No, not really.
Okay. We don't want to keep it on. There's the family right here. There's 3 and a guest. Miss Babby over there, and we're...
That makes 5.
Oh, that's 5 here all together, right? And
Even the cat.
Oh, what's your cat's name?
Squeaker.
Squeaker, and it's a Persian?
Yeah.
This is a game that Joshua plays right here. Show me what you're doing. What do you do when you make it go around like that? What does that mean? When you go around like that, does that mean anything?
A circle.
It's a circle. That's all it means. Okay, thanks very much, Carol, and Joshua, and Brandon, and Jennifer, and Jessica, and Calvin, and I'm Bob Venn, and thanks a lot, Bob. Calvin is showing a sign across at the New York State Department of Transportation over there where they keep the gravel and the sand and so forth, and I thought it was something to do with the Blue Sunoco over here, and Ubalds having a softball team or something. What's that for? Do you know what that is over there?
I think that's for the test they made for... to be the fast one to hook a plow, I guess, and for the driver. And
okay.
they win the championship. That's right.
And that's for the state?
Yeah, for the state.
Well, that's terrific. We congratulate them, whoever you are that did that there at the Department of Transportation. And we're looking at the trucks here now. These are you can actually pull your vehicles right on top of these, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the tow trucks, and there's 3 trucks here, and we're right in front of Garceau's, and we're looking in the garage part. And this is where what kind of repair work do you do?
All kinds, oil change tire, and,
You don't do motor work?
No. We change motor once in a while, yeah.
Yeah, but, all right. But tires, oil, grease,
yeah.
Normal thing. You have a couple employees working the garage?
Yeah, 1.
You or Stefan?
No, Stefan, he pumps gas.
Okay, he pumps. Okay, so you have... now, is this both self-serve and pumping?
No, they all full serve.
All full serve. Yeah. Can one person take care of that out
there?
No,
2.
All right, you have 2.
Pumping, yeah.
Okay. Now, this got a sign here that says a computer wheel balancer, and unless you went and got that box to throw your trash in, you got a new balancer?
We just bought a new balancer.
Where's the balancer?
In the corner.
Right over there?
Over there.
Over here?
A new one.
Now, that's electronic? Computer?
Yeah, it's all computer.
So you don't balance wheels on the car. You take them off?
Take them off, yeah.
Put them on there. And you still put the little weights on the same way by pushing them in on the side? Okay, what is this right here?
That's a hoist.
So...
You know, the hoist goes from the outside instead of be right in the middle.
Oh, all right. Good. This brings it up. These come over and get underneath the frame of your car, and you pull them up for grease and whatever.
Yeah.
I see you have a motor over here. Is that something you're replacing?
That's from Ricky's boat. That's his motor.
Oh. So
he
Ricky's...
left the water in it last winter, and it cracked.
Oh, so Ricky's not here then 16 hours every day. He's out in the boat once in a while.
Once in a while, yeah, on weekend.
All right.
On weekend.
All right. And as we look outside here, you can come over here and look at this nice view over here. And McDonald's is right here on your neighbor behind and on the west of you.
Yeah.
Awfully busy, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they're real busy.
Unbelievably busy. And, of course, that brings a lot of cars off that north way.
Yeah.
It means that you or the station across
takes that away from Plattsburgh, I guess.
Oh, I'm sure it does. And the people across the street or yourself can get some of that car business.
Oh, yeah.
When you stop, you want to fill up with gas so you don't have to stop again later.
Yeah.
And you're getting your share out of that. Now, you got stairs going up. Is there a second deck?
That's parts room upstairs.
Oh, right.
You know, like
okay.
lights, and fan belt poles.
Okay. And are you entitled or are you contracted to do any tow jobs on the 87?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're not contracted. They call me,
Who calls you?
Trooper.
What do they do? Exchange?
Yeah.
They don't give it all to one?
No. They just divide.
They kind of divide it between one and the other, huh?
Gagnon, and Thetford,
Now, Thetford's has been sold.
Yeah, but he's got another garage now, He's
Where?
running another on Mason Road, where Darren Babby used to be.
Oh, yes, he's there. He does some truck work.
Yeah,
huh?
he do some repairs.
All right, yes. Now, let me ask you a question that I've heard a rumor. I heard a rumor there's a new gas station going up on just the other side of the overpass. Did you hear anything about that?
No, I didn't hear nothing.
Well, I understood, a rumor I heard, that just across where you turn in to go into the mobile station, Spiegel's, or go down to the round building, that on the right-hand side there's going to be some kind of a gas station. You haven't heard that?
No.
Well, I've heard that rumor, and I also...
Probably where over Bob's filling up now, probably. You have to be there. There's no other place.
Where is that, you say?
Where Bob Gooley,
Well, I didn't think so. It's possible.
I don't know.
But you haven't heard anything about it either. Maybe it's a false rumor I heard. But this corner has really grown like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
And this, of course, you've heard the expression, the Golden Triangle. They claim this whole area right here, the Golden Triangle.
Yeah.
You can't get any more gas stations in because you can't have a driveway off Route 11.
No, that's right.
You got to have to go in and then go off, so forth. Well, anything else you want to tell me about? What about these races? You go up to the races in Canada? Do you have a car?
No.
You sponsor a car?
I sponsor some in Plattsburgh, a couple like it.
You do sponsor?
I don't even know it. Ricky took care of that.
Okay. You also sponsor a softball team?
Yeah.
You also help to sponsor Hometown Cable?
Well, yes.
Well, you get your ad on there regularly?
Yes.
Well, we thank you for that very much. You're a good local person here, and we hope that people out there, whenever you're in need of something that this man offers, or his son, or his grandson, or any of the others in the family, that you'll come here and stop on this busy corner. They'll take care of you well.
Well, yes.
And if they don't, come see this man right here and say, hey, I was told on TV you'll take care of me, and you'll take care of him, right?
Well, yeah.
You'll fix him up. And nothing else you can think of? What do you foresee in the next year or two? Traffic continue getting more?
I imagine so. I mean, it keeps going up every year, right? Every year.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to go down.
Do you notice your business growing every year? Have you noticed the gas business?
It's going up. It's going up about 10%.
Okay, we talked off camera about this. Rick had mentioned to me earlier that you have one of the busiest stations in the whole Northeast. Or at least in the...
Sunoco, yeah.
For Sunoco.
Yeah.
And how high up on that list are you?
On a Sunoco, I'm supposed to be the second one.
Second largest in this northern New York, northern Vermont?
Yeah. There's one higher than me in Vermont, I guess. I mean, because he's all alone in the village, right? And he's selling a lot of gas.
Well, you've got three right here, but it's a good exit. Now, what they need along this area somewhere, and I'm surprised we don't already have one, is a big motel.
That's
a big
right.
motel here.
That's
I'm
right.
surprised you haven't built a motel along here.
I got no room.
Well, no, you don't have to build one right here.
I wouldn't build one anyway. Too much work.
Too much work at a moment. All right. But they certainly need one.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's really nothing. True. We were talking the other night on the main road. There's nothing nearby from Plattsburgh.
From Plattsburgh and Ross Point, yeah.
All the way to Montreal. I mean, well above the border, except for, I guess, the Stonehelm has a little one there off on that exit. Near 40, Point of Rush, 40, yes. Yeah. But it's not very big. No. And but they really need one in through here. And have you heard any other rumors about what might be happening along here? I heard the property across from 1187 has been sold to an oil company.
That's what they say, but I don't know.
You never heard any rumors about that either? Nothing new in the back about
Nothing new about that new mall.
They got an option. Somebody else got another option.
I don't know what happened.
But well, they ran it. There was no money. The money was kind of dried up, so they couldn't. The guy that was going to do it couldn't get the financing. I understand. But other than that, we are in busy Route 11, and I want to thank you very much, Ubalds, for consenting to do a little talking here with us today, and your members of your family. We're going to try to meet Stefan. We'd like to at least say hello to him and say goodbye to Rick. So we'll make our adieus here. And this man has 2 pair of glasses. See.
That's how it is when you get old.
That's when you get old. You put this on top or instead of?
No, I'll take the other one off.
Thanks much, Ubalds. We're now going to talk with one of the working garçons. Dad just said so. He said, this guy here does a lot of work on those pumps out there. And your name?
Stefan Garson.
You're Stefan. And how old are you, Steph?
18.
18. I hate to see people taller than I am all the time here. So you've been working here while you were in high school?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you intend to keep working here? You like this up here?
Always.
You work on cars at all?
Yeah, change tires, oil, and...
Are you into that old car business, too? You like cars?
No, that's all my brothers.
Yeah, but what about, you like these sporty-looking cars?
Oh, yeah,
you like that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when you... what it takes to run a garage is not only what you saw. You're standing right here. A unit like this, full of tools, is what, 4,000, 5,000? More? More?
55 for just the box.
How much?
55 for just the box.
55,000
for just the box.
1,000?
Yeah.
100?
Yeah,
5,500, just the box.
Yeah, just the box.
Without the tools in it.
Without the tools.
But that's and the magic course of any of this is putting them back where they belong. Don't leave them out so someone will take them, or don't loan your tools.
That's the hard part.
All right, so what do you do then? You work out in the garage too?
Yeah, pump gas, diesel, change tires,
always
sell oil.
Always work the same hours?
Yeah. 7
Days?
in the morning to 3. Well, I'm working till 5 now.
Oh,
so.
you're working till 5. You want to be with us. You want to talk with us, huh? You're living at home with your dad there on Route 11, huh?
Yeah.
And you, like you say, you don't get nothing to do with cars at all.
No,
you're with whatever your dad does, you're working for him.
Yeah.
All right. And well, anything else you'd like to tell me about? I don't have any questions to ask you here. How many cars do you think you service out there in one day? How many in an hour can you do? You get 30 an hour?
So more than that.
More than that. Well, you multiply that by 8, you're talking 200 to 300 cars easily. You're pumping gas.
Yeah,
you check the oil, right?
Yeah.
You get a full service.
All the windshields clean.
You do clean the windshields. There aren't many places like that, folks. If you want your windshield clean, stop in and see Stefan right here at Ubalds Sunoco on Route 11.
Yeah.
Thanks much, Steph.
Yeah.
Well, we're in Rick's office. There are 2 offices here, one for Ubalds and one for Rick. And we're just noticing up here, and I thought it said good luck on the sign with the Corvette. It says good year. And you can take that 2 ways. That's the tire. But on the other hand, every year you have a Corvette, it's a good year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
And as we look around here, when did the Corvette start?
53.
53?
Yeah.
And they make the. Where do you get these signs like this? Where do you get these pictures?
Catalog I order.
Catalog, and you get 9 years in each one.
Yeah.
And then there's one here that's got, I guess, most of them right here.
Yeah, every year.
Through 82. What years do you have now? You say you have 2 Corvettes?
I got a 63 split window, which is the rarest of them all.
Uh-huh.
And I got an 86 that I drive around every day.
Oh, now wait a minute. What do you mean a split window? That
got
one up to the top left?
Yeah, the rear window has got a split in it. It's one of the rarest models
A
there
split. Can you show me what you're talking about? Oh, back there. Oh, I'm sorry. The rear window has a divider. Okay.
And All the rest don't. That's the only year they made that.
Okay, so that one there you're not driving much.
No, I'm restoring it.
You're restoring it. And you have an 86 that you are driving?
86 I drive every day.
Every day. All right. And you've had others in the past?
Yep, I've had a lot of them. I sold 60, 65 Corvettes.
Is the one you're restoring, is that going to be for sale?
No.
Oh, you mean there's something you won't sell? I had an uncle that bought a lot of stuff, but my aunt said anything he's got, he'll sell. You know,
that one.
he'd sell a refrigerator out of the house if he got a good price. He said then he'd get another one. He can always get another one, he said.
Yep.
But there are certain things that you like, and Corvettes is one of them, right?
Yep.
Any other favorite cars other than that little 29 Ford out there?
No, I'm a Corvette man.
Okay. What about Brandon and Joshua? Are they going to be car people too?
I hope so.
Yeah? They don't have their own yet anyway. They don't have anything to drive around the yard yet, huh? You're driving a little tractor around though, probably, huh?
Yeah, the lawnmower.
When did you start driving?
16.
On the road, but before that, were you driving around the yard and all with Dad? And
I used to drive for my license. We used to live close to here, and I came here with my dad's car.
Through the field, not on the road.
Through the field.
Not through the field. All right, through the fields on that. All right. And then you got Corvettes all over it. Corvettes. And, well, Snap-on. All right. Anything else you want me to cover? Anything we could cover that we haven't thought about asking you?
No, that's about it.
Okay. Any message to anybody out there you'd like to obviously have them come and give you a chance at any car purchases that they make, correct? And
if they want a good deal on a car, come and see me.
You have trucks too?
Trucks, dump trucks,
okay.
old cars.
You take any orders for cars?
Yep.
In other words, a guy says, "I'm looking for." No, but I don't mean new. I don't mean new. You can. What kind?
Any kind. I get it from local dealers. I just sold.
Is that right?
A new car to a local. I can get brand new from.
And the deal is made through you, not through them.
No, through me. I'm a new car sales and a used car sales. If they want a brand new car, a brand new truck.
All right.
I can get them.
Suppose I wanted to say, I'm looking, Rick, I'm looking for a 41, that's too old. I'm looking for an 81 Plymouth 4-door blue. You keep your eye open for me? Do you get orders like that?
Yeah,
you get
I get a lot of orders. That's 50% of my business. They come in, they tell me what they want. I go out looking for them. And
now, what do you do then? Do you buy it, or do you take me to it later? I mean, or tell me about it.
No,
you're not going to buy it, and I change my mind.
Well, if it's something that a short customer, and if it's something I like, you know what I mean, it's got to be clean. I only buy clean cars. I usually buy it. If I can't sell it, usually I put it out here and I can sell it. Anyway.
All right. Remember, would you buy a used car from this man? A lot of people do, and they're happy. So I would say at least come in and talk to him, and then he's not going to sell you a car, but you got to hear if they want to buy it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're talking with Rick Garza. We've talked to Ubald. We've talked to his two sons, Joshua and Brandon, and we didn't talk to Jennifer, we talked to Carol, and she said she puts her hours in here too. Well, it's awfully nice that when she leaves here, you go home and help with the housework at home.
Well, she don't get much of that.
Don't get much of that. I didn't do much of that myself. Calvin does, I guess, a little bit when he's home waiting for his tapes to run. Yeah. Thanks very much for watching this show on Garso's Sunoco, Ubalds Sunoco here with. Don't remember, it's not only Ubald, it's Rick, Carol, and the whole family here, Stefan, and the boys will be up here later on, and they'll be right into the business, and they're going to get lessons from two fine people. Ubald is an operator. That's where you learned a lot of yours, huh?
Yep.
Learned how to operate.
Yeah. I learned a lot.
Yeah. Thanks for watching Hometown Cable every night at 5 o'clock, 9 o'clock, midnight, and again the following morning at 9 a.m. Remember, I'm Bob Venn, and my show is on Sunday nights called What's Going On Here, and you've been watching it. We hope you watch. If you like this one, watch it at 9 o'clock. There'll be another one at midnight, and then tomorrow morning again. And if you like what you see, please tell Calvin.